You joined me late afternoon down in Glenbrittle, and I'm just scoping out some locations for a shoot with a mountain guide called Adrian Trendall. He's coming up here a little bit later on, and rather than being at the fairy pools with the rest of the world, we're at this waterfall just opposite the Glenbrittle Youth Hostel. So I'm just trying to work out a composition that I can use to have Adrian climbing up to the top of this hill I'm on at the moment, and having him with a light trail as he goes up from a head torch, and then standing majestically on top of probably this outcrop just over here. So it's going to be quite a tricky shot, probably a composite of multiple images together, as it'll take him a while to get all the way up, and that'll be longer than the shutter speed I'm going to use. Beautiful spot, amazing location, late February, nobody here, sun about to go down, and it's about, I don't know, 4 degrees or so. Recent snowfall on top of the mountains, which look awesome. Rather a bit lower down, just scoping for compositions here. This looks like a pretty obvious one, apart from the fact that there's a massive blue pipe in the way. So a bit of experimentation to get a decent composition on this one, work out lens, camera to use, etc. So, as always, a little bit tricky. There's another option, which is for me to somehow get down here to there and shoot back up this waterfall with Adrian going at the top. Bit sketchy. Maybe get down on the other side, just over there. Nope, we are not getting down there. You know, this is not too bad. We need Adrian sort of going up there somehow. A bit more thinking needed, I think. Puzzling. While I'm puzzling, have a look at some of the scenery around here. That's really not bad at all. Okay, so here's Adrian. Now what we're doing firstly is we've got this light up here, and we're doing a portrait shot of Adrian first with the mountains in the background back that way. So we're just putting a bit of light on. We're going to try and balance the exposure so that we can still see the mountains and the scenery and get a nice bit of light on Adrian's face. So that's the plan for this. Working out where to put your head in relation to the mountains behind. Let's see what that's like. 3, 2, 1. How are we doing? These are looking nice. Right, so we've got the first portrait shot done. Let's have a look at how that is coming out. That, I would say, is rather excellent. What do you reckon, Adrian?
I reckon it's rather, yeah.
Yep, you take a picture of the picture. Really nice with the flash just on there, and enough, you know, that blue.
It's really nice.
That blue light is really good, isn't it? Yeah, I like that a lot. So Adrian, how long have you been on Skye for?
We moved here in 2017, but
Right.
we actually moved to living here in the Glen. I think it was just after lockdown, so 2020.
And you're right in the heart of Glenbrittle as well.
We are, yes, yeah, we are indeed.
And how often are you up on the mountains? Because it seems like when I look at all things Cuillin on Facebook, you're up every day.
Well, between April and October when I'm guiding, I'd probably say I'm out 6 days a week.
Is that right? Wow.
But then over the winter it'd be more weather dependent. I'd probably only be going out if it was good for photography.
Yeah. What's the allure of it?
I think the Cuillin Mountains, there's nothing like them. The fact that they climb straight out of the sea.
Yep.
So they've got a maritime presence as well as mountains. They're probably as big and as remote as any, and the technical challenge as well, I guess.
Yeah. And 1,000 metres is 1,000 metres because you start at sea level, don't you?
I always think of
feel
them as honest Munros. You're starting at sea level and you've got to go the whole almost 1,000 metres or 1,000 metres plus.
Why is the Cuillin Ridge particularly so interesting and exciting for people?
I think because it is a big challenge, but it is an achievable challenge, the Cuillin Ridge. So a lot of people can do it, especially if they hire a guide, I guess.
Yeah.
Quite a lot of the things I do are 4-day Munro courses with 2 people. So
right. What does that involve, a 4-day Munro course?
That would be the all the Munros on the main Cuillin Ridge.
Right.
So you got from Skye in the south to Cuillin in
How
the
many
north.
altogether?
11.
11. See, I need to do this one day.
Yes.
My knees are shot. I can just about get up Cuillin, and that's about it for me. Fantastic. And you're a photographer yourself as well, aren't you?
Yeah, I know. I love photography. Yeah.
And have you done a book yet, or are you?
Not a photo book. I've done a guidebook for Cicerone Press.
Right.
About the Cuillin Ridge.
Yeah. Fantastic.
But it is a work in progress.
Yeah.
About sort of, for want of a better word, a coffee table type book.
I know what those are like.
Yeah.
So tonight we're going to attempt quite an interesting shot. So we've got the portrait done, but we're going to attempt something which I've never done before, which is trying to get a very long exposure shot of you climbing up this little slope by the waterfall here in a sort of zigzag fashion with a head torch to create a zigzaggy light trail, a bit like a bolt of lightning.
Yeah.
And then have you at the top looking majestic with the most powerful light we can find pointing out into the distance. Okay, so we're at the top of the waterfall, which is over there, and we're going to send poor Adrian down the hill in a minute and have him scramble up the other side with a head torch on and see what we get. So I think we're going to go for maybe a 20-second exposure and on continuous shooting, so it'll just keep going and then I'll stitch it together afterwards. Right, this is proving bloody complicated, so we're going to try it again and again and see what we get. Right, so we've got poor Adrian over here, who's been zigzagging up and down this waterfall about 5 or 6 times. What a thoroughly nice guy Adrian is. Awesome. This is like take 7. We'll keep going. Absolutely spot on. And actually we've got a little bit of light on the waterfall as well, so if you want to have a quick look see what we've got here. Going backwards, so that's you just at the top there. That's that bit. That's that zigzag there. And that's the other zigzag. And that's it. Perfect, very good. Happy with that.
You want to do one more?
I don't think so. I think we're right actually. Okay. So I'm dazzling you. I think we're good. Do we need to do another one?
No, I don't mind.
I think we've got enough bits that we can piece together.
Okay. You know best.
Yeah, I think that it's all about having from one sequence I could take a little bit, and then from another sequence I could take another little bit. So I think we're good actually, and the sky looks quite nice as well. I would say that's a success. Right, I think we're done, Adrian. Bloody good effort, thank you very much. So I should have, I think, probably 20 shots, and I'll stitch the right ones together and then see what we've got at the end of it and do a bit of processing on it. So I think really good. Thank you very much. Absolutely brilliant. So let's have a look at what the pictures are like and if they're actually any good at all. Thank you. Brilliant.